Hey guys, Steven here. I'm telling you what, it is really not easy making these videos. Alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and just get into this now. I had to kind of wait to post this, but now I have the permission to share it with y'all. December 22nd, 2025, Spock was put down. He had heart disease. He'd have episodes where he'd freeze up and couldn't move. He had one here at one point. He'd start laying in odd spots around the house. Toward the end, his body started retaining the fluids, which would have eventually drowned out his heartbeat completely. I couldn't be there. I had to work a 10-hour shift that day, so I couldn't be at the vet's office when Spock was put down. But a few hours before, I remember I just walked into the break room at work. The sun was starting to come up. I just stared out the window for a few minutes, just staring outside, just looking at the daylight just creeping up into view. I should have taken a picture of it, but it just completely slipped my mind. A few hours later, I was working on one of my machines. I felt my phone buzz in my pocket. I pick it up and it was a text from my mom saying, "It's done. Sweet baby boy is no longer suffering. Love you." I was in shock, but I was able to pull myself together. 12 and a half years was not enough for sure. And just months after losing Punk in June and Abby in September. However, I have many great memories of Spock. He was born in April of 2013, a Chihuahua Red Terrier who had been born with mange, causing whoever originally had him to dump him at the shelter. I didn't meet him until September of that year, which is actually the same month my mom had decided to foster him, help him regrow his fur. I was in middle school in 7th grade at the time. I remember my mom would pick us up from the schools. Spock would be in the car as well, waiting to greet us. He was only a few months old, technically still a puppy, so he was pretty destructive with his toys and wanting to play with us as well. As time went on, he met Brownie, Abby, Punk, Kip, and Pee-wee, who all became his family. Only a few months went by. I can't even speak. And we had just decided to keep him, along with Kip. November of 2013, he was microchipped, which he wasn't too thrilled about. And that Christmas was actually his first Christmas. As time went on, he got more used to calling the house home. He'd play along with Kip and Pee-wee later on, and Punk would want to rub up against him. Brownie and Abby were kind of the opposite, but there was this one time where me, Spock, and Abby were chilling in my old room. I managed to get Abby to rub up against Spock. My old room was Spock's favorite room in the house. Whenever I was in there with the door shut, he'd scratch at the door to be let in, sit on the bed for a little bit, and then scratch to be let out again. I even remember visualizing when I moved out, I was going to give that room to Spock, which eventually he'd send up at the doorway of the room, guarding it for me, thinking I'd move back at some point. Another thing Spock really loved was camping. Every time my old camper was parked in front of the house, he would sit directly in front of it, I better be coming with y'all. One night he camped, he'd want to sleep in between my legs. Another trip, he wanted to sleep in my sleeping bag with me. And one time we were tent camping, he jumped onto the cot I was sleeping on and sat with me. He always wanted to be included on camping trips. Whether it was with the old camper and tents, mom's pop-up camper, which is now at their property out east. He always wanted to be there. He's camped at Real Fit before, although I wasn't there that one time. We've taken him to our grandma's house in Florida once in 2016, which he and Pee Wee played non-stop. Like, even like a quick ride down to the park or over to here was really enjoyable for Spock. Another thing I will really miss is having all three dogs spending the night with me. Like, sometimes I would have all three over. Sometimes it was Jesus, Spock, and Pee Wee. And once it was actually just Spock by himself. It was around Thanksgiving of 2024. Spock was at my grandmother's house with her dog Bella, since my parents had gone to Florida to be with my dad's side of the family that Thanksgiving, and Pee Wee actually went along with them. Kip was at a dog sitter's house since she was still like too destructive whenever she was left alone. Anyways, I spent Thanksgiving with my mom's side, so that night, after Thanksgiving dinner, I brought Spock back over to my place with me, and he spent some time with me and Abby. That Sunday, I actually gave him the option whether he could either go back to my grandmother's house or he could stay with me and Abby. He actually perked up when I told him that he'd be able to stay with me. So he ended up, staying with me and Abby until my parents got back in town with Pee Wee. And let me tell you, that was probably the best 2 weeks of the year. And I'm sure both Spock and Abby enjoyed it too. It was bittersweet when those 2 weeks ended. But there were still plenty more dog sleepovers to come after that. And I'll be honest, it has been very different visiting the house now that Spock's gone. The old bedroom is no longer guarded by him. He's no longer running around the house with a chew toy in his mouth while you chase him. He has gone home, reunited with Brownie, Abby, Punk, who are all young and healthy again. Just how I remember them. Fly high, Spock. You will be missed. Spock. Spock, what are you doing? What are you doing? Silly boy. What do you want? Aw, thanks, buddy. Hey, buddy. Are you sucking on your home away from home blanket? What are we on camera too? Oh, look at that face. What's that? Oh, that's the tag. Is this good? Is it good? Is it good? Silly boy. Good dog. Spock, what you doing, buddy? What you doing? Hold on, let me take my gloves off. Good boy. Good boy. Gonna get your face? I want to see your face. Come on, buddy. Spock. Spock boy. Oh, good boy. buddy? What I'm doing? Oh, thank you. Thank you, buddy. What you doing, buddy? What you doing? Yeah. Sweet Spock. Spock. Spock boy. What you doing, buddy? Spock. What you doing? Oh, thank you. What you doing, buddy? But yeah, we're getting ready to go to bed. And Abby is too. I'm not gonna make this too long, but show you all my snack stash. Yeah, I got waters. Alright guys, dropped the dogs off. Spock and Kip. Y'all be good, alright? Mom and Daddy will be back soon. And I guess I'll see y'all probably tomorrow. What you doing? Yeah, it's me, Steven. Are you sleeping? Good boy. Yeah, it's me, buddy. Spock boy.